why we get scared? This is a this is a special question because of course nobody likes to get scared. Nobody likes to walk out in a dark forest because we don't know what's out there. The scary part about it is the fact that we don't know, that we can't see what's out there, and humans are scared of what they can't see. And it's also pretty good to be scared because, for example, it's the scare alarms us of, for example, a poisonous spider or a falling rock. But sometimes it also feels pretty good being scared, being creeped out. Einstein said that the best feeling we can have in this world is the feeling of mystique, because when so, because it makes us feel alive. This kind of mystique gives us a rush that makes us feel alive. Because normally we humans like to think that we can explain everything, but when we can't, when something is mysteriously, it kind of sets us off because we can't explain it, and that's not what we're used to. So we feel more. So we feel smaller. We feel more human. And Stephen King explained scary with three different kind of types. The first one was the gross out. It was something disgusting, something so awful that just want to make you throw up, because it's not something we used to see every day. The second factor is the horror, which is something phenomenal, something paranormal, something not normal, when something overnatural happens. For example, if something moves that ain't alive, then we know that it moved, but we can't explain why it moved. Then it's horrible. Then that's what horror is. And then there's terror, which is, and Stephen King explained it this way: terror is coming home to your home, and all of your personal belongings have been replaced by an exact copy. The fact that terror is when we see something that looks normal, but it just doesn't feel normal. Something's off, but we can't explain what it is or why it is. Then we get terrified of it. You can see an example of this in Stephen King's book Desperation, which is about this small town with a sheriff who is simply crazy, and the way he's so terrified is because he comes to you, and you can kind of feel there's something odd about him, because he comes to you with a welcome face, with a smile, and then suddenly just gets crazy, and the next minute he tries to kill you. Another example of this is Mask, because there's nothing scary or dangerous about Mask. They don't hurt us, but they hide somebody's face, somebody's personal feelings, somebody's emotions, reactions, his humanness. When the guy has a mask on, you can tell if the guy is a threat or friendly. And even another example is high edges. When you're so high up that when you look down, you feel dizzy. But maybe also a little urge to, a little feeling of you kind of want to jump, or if you stay on a high cliff looking down with somebody else, you kind of might feel a little feeling of pushing that somebody else, because it's that easy. And that doesn't mean there's something wrong with you, but that is just the human reaction to react to this, because high edges aren't dangerous. that we know that if we fall off, we're going to die. But we don't normally fall or leap randomly, so there's nothing really to be afraid of. But then again, if we fall off, we're going to die. So our brain doesn't really know how to react to this. And that's where creepy come in, because creepy is like a valley between safe, between mountain safe and mountain scary. Yeah, scary. So our brain has a funny way to react to this. But that's also because another way of explaining it is because it's looking at the words horrible and horrific and terrible and terrific. Because these words remind so much of each other, but they're differences of each other. And that's why that's because these feelings are so, we humans never really know how to explain these feelings. Because they're also full of awesome and awful. For example, jumping out of a plane. Some people find, of course, it's awesome to jump out because you did something that just normal, that was over the line. But it's scary staying up there in the plane looking down. And you also feel kind of great if you do not jump, avoid it. So you kind of feel awesome the both ways, but also awful in the middle. And you also feel kind of awful if you didn't do it because you feel disappointed. And that's why our brains are split. Because we like to get creeped and mysterious. We don't like to get scared, because that's like the factor. Scared is the bad thing. It's a warning. We like to get creeped because it's a middle between something good and something scared.